The final match of this three-game match day in USL League One takes us to Lancaster, California, and it pits one of the league's hottest teams against the reigning champions as AV Alta puts its 8-match unbeaten streak on the line against Union Omaha, the only two-time champions in USL League One history, right here at Lancaster Municipal Stadium. Hi everybody, John Gross with you on this Saturday evening as we get you set for this matchup. Let's set the scene for you. AV Alta, unbeaten in 8 straight, 22 points, good for third in the standings. With a win, AV Alta would move all the way up to second place. Again, this is a first-year team, so pretty remarkable stuff for them. 23 goals. They lead the league in goals per match and have been solid defensively as well. Meanwhile, for Union Omaha, well below the playoff line, 11th place, just 13 goals scored this season, just 7 goals from open play, have also conceded 19 goals this season. AV Alta has gotten a major boost these last couple of matches from Jerry Desdoon, the native of Haiti. A goal and an assist in the last league match, 2 goals and 3 assists in the last 2 league games for Desdoon, somebody who Brian Kleben picked up after watching him play in a Sunday league match in California. He has blossomed as of late, really finding his stride, and a major reason why this team has found success as of late. And for Union Omaha, a team that has been in desperate need of goals, in need of a true number 9. So what do? They go out and sign Pato Botello Vaz. Last time out against Richmond Kickers in his last league match, I should say, he scored a goal, which was his first pro goal in nearly 2 years. So somebody who has a lot of experience at the USL level. He signed a 25-day contract on Thursday that was extended to a full-year contract. He'll get the start atop the formation today for Los Pujos. First ever meeting between these two sides. It's the reigning champions of Union Omaha against the first-year club and the red-hot AV Alta side at home, looking to keep this 8-match unbeaten streak alive. We'll have lineups and kickoff for you coming up in a moment. You're watching USL League One on ESPN+.
Insurance companies are not your friend. In fact, their sole job is to make certain you get as little as possible at a time when you need it the most. At the Paris Law Firm, we have a long track record of forcing insurance companies to pay you every penny that you're owed. If you've been hurt in a crash, call us at the Paris Law Firm so we can help you in your time of need.
At Edwards Federal Credit Union, we're proud to be the only financial institution born and raised right here in the Antelope Valley. That means we know what our community needs because we are the community. Whether you're buying a home, starting a business, or planning for your future, we've got you covered with the products and services tailored to your needs. From everyday banking to life's biggest milestones, we're here for you every step of the way. Edwards Federal Credit Union, everything you need right here at home.
When it comes to health and harmony, connections matter. At Southwest Healthcare, our growing network links Southern California communities with services that meet their needs. Our 5 acute care facilities, affiliated urgent care centers, outpatient surgery facilities, and primary and specialty physician offices are here for you. From the high desert of Palmdale to Temecula's foothills, let us help you achieve health in harmony. Visit southwesthealthcare.com to learn more.
Back here at Lancaster Municipal Stadium, the first ever meeting between AV Alta and Union Omaha. Just a couple moments away from kicking things off, the first of 2 matches this season between these two teams. AV Alta unbeaten in 8 straight. Union Omaha trying to find its stride as the season progresses. A look at the starting 11 for the home side today. 3 changes from its last league match. Adam Aumesh gets the start today. His first start of the season, it comes against his former club, the former Union Omaha man. Emmanuel Alaribe also back in the starting lineup. And Walmer Martinez, the third alteration from the last league match, making up the starting 11. That lineup brought to you by Palmdale. Also 3 changes for Union Omaha in its starting 11. Ryan Betcher makes his first start of the season with Union Omaha, recently brought in on loan from MLS Next Pro side St. Louis City 2, and then Samuel Owusu and Joe Gallardo, both of whom have been mainstays in the starting 11 throughout the season. Did not start last match against Richmond Kickers, but are back in the starting 11 today. So a more usual look with those 2 guys back out there. And then, of course, Patella Faz atop the formation. We touched on him before. This team looking for that true striker. Can somebody provide that final product in the attacking third? Because a lot of the metrics have indicated that Union Omaha should be better than they are. Something that Dom Casciato touched on in our chat earlier this week. He said the metrics are looking good for them. It's just about executing and finishing off chances, being better in the boxes. As AB Alta boots it out a la PSG, trying to assert itself early. And that harkens back to the conversation I had with Brian Claben earlier in the week about his team, how they want to play. They want to be on the ball. They want to assert themselves, play on the opposite side of the pitch. And he harkened back to a PSG, the best team in the world, and how they want to play. They want to be on the ball. He said it's a mindset, an approach that many in USL, many in the United States in general, do not have, because they feel that, hey, maybe we don't have the quality of players to be so ball dominant. But he said, no, it's about getting the right guys in and practicing it. And AB Alta, 60% average possession, that leads the league. So expect to see a prolonged spell of possession on many occasions today for the home side, though Union Omaha up there in possession as well. AB Alta unbeaten in 8 straight on the heels of a 2-0 road win against Portland Hearts of Pine on Wednesday. 3,000 miles away from here in Lancaster, California. An early chance as this is rolled in and deflected out for a corner. About 100 seconds into this one, corner kick number 1 of the way. And it is Walmer Martinez to send this in. Corner kick brought to you by Toyota Lancaster. Martinez, 1 assist on this season, back in the starting 11 after coming on as a substitute. Played 17 minutes against Portland Hearts of Pine on Wednesday, and he scored in those 17 minutes as he swings it in, and Owusu launches it away for a throw. There's Dominic Casciato, the 3rd-year head man for Union Omaha, 2-time Coach of the Year in the league. His team's certainly not where Union Omaha is accustomed to being. 11th in the standings as this is ripped on frame, and Nuhu has the save and punches it away. Almesh brings it in, the former Union Omaha man. But early on, AB Alta playing to its liking. This 8-match unbeaten streak, the 2nd longest active unbeaten streak. Last loss was on April 19th, and since then, 4-0-4 for AB Alta, the first-year club. That ball given away as Gallardo surges into the area. Joe Gallardo drives it across. Kept in play. Schneider. And Jiba could not get there. Well, it's early, but the chances already present for AB Alta. And Rashid Nuhu, one of the all-time great goalkeepers, called upon in the early moments. There's Martinez. As it's stabbed away from him by Cello Martinez. Here's a look at the injury report brought to you by Palmdale Regional Hospital. Union Omaha at 3-6-2 on this season. On the heels of a 1-0 Jaeger Cup loss to San Antonio, who has been one of the best teams at the USL Championship level this season. That followed a 4-3 defeat against Richmond Kickers back on June 25th. The bright spot in that loss was the 3 goals, the most goals Union Omaha has scored in a league match all season, but conceding 4 goals, also the most goals allowed by Dom Casciato's side this year. Things just haven't quite clicked yet. He said it comes down to being better in both boxes. He said a lot of the metrics favor Union Omaha, indicate that this team is right there. He said they are still looking to add some pieces. They did just add 2 guys in Betcher and Botello Faz, as Martinez, his feet broken up by Milanese. Here is the aforementioned Betcher. Got it out for a throw. It's popped ahead. Martinez goes to work on Owusu. Still Martinez! Deflected out for a corner. And Walmer Martinez in his return to the starting 11, making his presence felt in the early minutes. It's the holds-up play, and then the ability to go 1v1 against Owusu, who is a stout defender. And it's corner kick number 2, brought to you by Toyota Lancaster. Again, it's Martinez in his first season in USL League One. Previously in USL Championship. Outswinging ball. Settled by Cruz. Robledo pops it ahead, brought in by Amesh. Couldn't get a strike off. It is Robledo who settles. Alassane. There's Steven Ramos, the Alta Academy player. Villalobos now. So difficult to get this team off of the ball and out of possession. They're also just so fluid. Look at the movement. Martinez is muscled off of it by Schneider, who lifts it ahead. Botello Faz, as Jiba is spun down, and a free kick on the way for the visitors. Almesh came in with the challenge. Ryan Jibat getting the starting call once again. Back-to-back starts in league matches for him. He also started in last weekend's Jaeger Cup fixture. The native of South Sudan in his second stint with Union Omaha. Between stints was drafted by Minnesota United of MLS. Now back with Los Bujos. Set piece opportunity, lifted in, grazes through towards Schneider. Schneider again, turned away. A prime opportunity as Max Schneider could not nod it past Aviles. And that might go down as one that Union Omaha will rue. A prime moment, just could not capitalize. And that's been the story for this team all season long. The opportunities have been there. The XG, third in the league. XG difference is second best in the league. Oh, Gallardo goes down. No whistle from our match referee, Joe Sergen. We're starting to see Union Omaha come into this match a little bit more so last couple of minutes. Charlie Ostrom ready to toss it in. The joint league leader with 4 assists this season. Ostrom through traffic. Owusu, a heavy touch. Here's Walmer Martinez. Alta entering the weekend in 3rd place of the table. A win would put them in 2nd place. A remarkable debut season for Alta. There's Gallardo, hangs it ahead. Jibat keeps it in play. Schneider. Ostrom. Gallardo moves it back for Schneider. Fluttering ball for Jiba, nods it in, headed away by Ramos. Schneider, good slide tackle, but nobody there to recover for Los Bujos. Here comes the speedy Cruz. Leaves it off for Villalobos, who goes down. We play on. Bit of space to work with now on the left flank. Options in the area, the sidestep, the strike, and it's just wide. Goal kick in the way for the captain, Rashid Nuhu. It's a solid hit. And the second shot of the match for Alta. And there's a whistle and a card. It's an early booking against Joe Gallardo. Gallardo shown yellow. Yellow card brought to you by Paris Law Firm. Gallardo able to jar it away momentarily, but Martinez recovers. Almesh, the former Union Omaha man, getting the first start of the season against his former club. Pajaro links up with Robledo. Here is Almesh. Adam Almesh. Almesh. It's cleared off of Almesh. And a goal kick for Nuhu. The USL and CBS kicks off July with a hot showdown of the Championship Eastern Conference. Last season's final runner-up, Rhode Island FC, takes on Northeast rival Hartford Athletic on Saturday, July 19th at 4 p.m. Eastern on CBS. Lofted ball. Here's Schneider. Carries ahead. Schneider gets tripped up. He's down. Gallardo, as they play the advantage, switches. And Jiba couldn't get there. And out comes the card against Mabumu Alassane. So they play the advantage. Alassane picks up the yellow, brought to you by Paris Law Firm. This has been a high-quality match so far. Two teams who are very comfortable on the ball. Free kick on the way. Both of these sides in the upper echelon in terms of average possession. AV Alta leads the league. Union Omaha, top 5. Interestingly enough, though, AV Alta is the only team in the top 7 of the league standings entering this weekend with above 50% average possession. The only team in the league in the top 7. For so long, the formula has been beating teams on counters, being more comfortable out of possession, capitalizing on opponents' mistakes, but Brian Clavin bucking that trend as it's lifted in and over the head of Schneider. The USL and ESPN2 watch July 11th as West Coast rivals take to the field to fight for valuable Western Conference Championship points. Monterey Bay FC battles California rival Orange County SC Friday, July 11th at 9 p.m. Eastern on ESPN+. Omesh gives it away. Here's Sebastian Cruz. Tied for the league lead with 4 assists. We have 2 of the guys who were tied atop the league rankings in terms of assists in this match. Cruz for AV Alta and Charlie Ostrom for Union Omaha. Botello Faz on the turf, still able to win it. He's certainly a guy who's going to give you 100%. He had been out of professional football for a season after having an injury, missed a lot of time. Earned a full contract after a 25-day contract. Signed that full contract on Thursday. And Cruz is brought down by Ryan Betcher. Betcher, another recent acquisition for Union Omaha. But look at the pace from Sebastian Cruz. Two Union Omaha players already with yellows. Joe Gallardo and Ryan Betcher. Yellow card brought to you by Paris Law Firm. Betcher made his presence felt in his debut last match against Richmond Kickers. Had an assist in 29 minutes as a sub in that one. The young man on loan from MLS Next Pro side, St. Louis City 2. Popped ahead towards Almesh. Musu rolls it away, comes right to Robledo. Robledo, Martinez lets it roll through. Villalobos comes over to Cruz. Sebastian Cruz turned away by Nuhu. A hopping strike, and Nuhu called upon again. Second save for Rashid Nuhu. And it's another corner for AV Alta. It's played short. Driven in, back stick. Easily disposed of Carlos Bujos. Here's Schneider. Dragged down from behind. Chela Martinez. Martinez again marked by Walmer Martinez, no relation. Alassane. There is Walmer Martinez, the former El Salvador international. 23 caps with La Selecta. As we near the midway point of this first 45, first ever meeting between AV Alta and Union Omaha. AV Alta trying to extend its 8-match unbeaten run. Union Omaha looking for a road win and a start to a turnaround. Almesh hangs one ahead as Ostrom guides it out for a goal kick. Fun atmosphere tonight at Lancaster Municipal Stadium. Capacity about 5,300 at the venue known as the Hangar. And the community support has been tremendous from AV Alta. Brian Klaben said this is a community, the Antelope Valley, that has been so hungry for a professional soccer team. They have one now through thick and thin. They've supported, they've rallied behind this squad. They come out, they're loud. He gave a lot of credit to the entire organization, everyone from ticketing to the front office. Here's Schneider. Driven in. Headed away, unconvincingly so. Martinez. Gallardo. Two on him. Gallardo has it taken off of him by Cruz. And a free kick on the way, a handball against Emmanuel Alaribe. Sets up Chelo Martinez to send this one in. Martinez still finding his stride after missing a month earlier this season. 1 goal and 1 assist. but he's the guy who last year led the league in chances created. So very dangerous, especially when taking set pieces. As he curls this in, and it hangs over everybody for a goal kick. Select is proud to be the official match ball supplier of the USL Championship. From the Academy to the big league, Select is there every step of the way. Visit us.select-sport.com for the latest Select products, specials, and more. Select, the player's choice. Schneider. Here's Martinez, quickly for Gallardo. Gallardo lets it fly off of Luca Mastrantonio, and a corner on the way. It's a Toyota Lancaster corner kick. Chela Martinez will send this in. Union Omaha crowding the goal line. Los Bujos have scored 3 goals off of corner kicks this season, one of the better corner kick teams in the league. As Martinez plays it in, headed on frame, Avila's the save initially, and it's not at home! Los Bujos, the breakthrough! And it's Ryan Betcher with his first goal for Union Omaha. An imposing figure at 6'3", uses the height and puts his side in front. Perfectly executed set piece. And as Dom Casciato said, Ryan Betcher has a high ceiling, literally and figuratively, as he leapt over his teammate in Marco Milanese to head it home. And a much-needed goal for Union Omaha to strike first on the road. And this is why they brought somebody in like Ryan Betcher. He can produce in the attacking third. It's his first goal of the season. It's a Snow Orthodontics goal in just his second league match with Union Omaha. Ryan Betcher has a goal. So a breakthrough for the visitors. Here's Mastrantonio. Cruz gives it away. It's a match that, for the early portion, was fairly lopsided in terms of the run of play, favoring AV Alta, but has certainly evened out since then. And the scoreboard reflects that with the breakthrough for Ryan Betcher, who is familiar with these parts, Southern California. He spent part of his college career playing at UCLA. Also played for the Golden Retrievers of UMBC, University of Maryland, Baltimore County. Here is the goal scorer, Betcher. Otello Faz, space for service, skies it in towards Gallardo, and Cruz gets there first. Here is the pacey Cruz. Look at this run. Leaves it for Martinez. Cruz alongside him. Martinez finds Cruz, and he's offside. Back to Nuhu. Ramos wins it, the AV Alta Academy player who is making his 4th consecutive start. He made his debut as a substitute back on June 15th, and since then has been a mainstay in the starting 11. Here is Luca Mastrantonio, the former Union Omaha man, the native of Rome, Italy, who is USL League One's all-time appearance leader amongst Italian players. He's actually in the top 5 amongst all European players in League One history and appearances. We'll give you a second to think about the other 4 as Ostrom sends it in and nearly hammered home with the back stick. Betcher was hunting for it. This is what Ostrom can do, has a lethal delivery. He has 4 assists in the season, and Betcher just a pace behind it. Mastrantonio, again, top 5 in USL League One history in terms of appearances amongst European players. The other 4 entering the season: Neil Vinyals, Jay Kroll, Jordan Skelton, and Victor Falk. Robledo. Almesh. Alassane. Alassane once more. Almesh attacks, has space, dances and hits. Into the stands it goes. But he's looked dangerous in his first start of the season. Taking on a couple of defenders. Creating a little bit of space for himself. Adam Almesh, who played just 3 matches with Union Omaha last season. 1 goal in those 3 matches for Union Omaha. They're in Paris law firm. Free kick on the way. The Alta had that lightning fast start to this match, creating chances early. Things have settled down since then. Pendulum has swung towards the visitors. And there was some concern with AV Alta having such a quick turnaround, having played on Wednesday, having to travel across the country from Portland, Maine, back home to Lancaster, California, just south of 3,000 miles apart. But it wasn't a slow start whatsoever. Here is Cruz. Taps it ahead. Oh, what a ball that is for Martinez. Robledo. Really gives it away, but it is recovered by Cruz. Cruz dances. Almesh. Turned away, comes to Villalobos. Villalobos denied. 2 shots blocked by this back line. Almesh. Alassane Finds Martinez. Martinez has a pocket. Slips it wide for Almesh. Almesh, marked by Knapp. Almesh. Robledo. It's one of the longer spells of possession that we've seen in the attacking half as it's floated ahead. Gallardo couldn't clear it away. This is how AV Alta want to play. This team wants the ball. Leading the league in possession. Brian Klaben cited the top teams in the world. He said, you watch PSG, you watch Real Madrid, you watch Argentina, France, Spain, all of them. They dictate the game. They have the ball. They dominate possession. He said it should be no different with us. He said for so long, whether it's USL or just in the United States in general, the conventional wisdom has been you win by not having the ball. And there he is, the first-year head man. Said you win by not having the ball, but he called it nonsense, that mindset. He said it's about identifying right player profiles and teaching how to play that way. He wants his team to emulate the style of play that the best teams in the world play. It's worked for them this season so far, as it's driven in towards Jiba. And a goal kick on the way for Carlos Aviles. Aviles making his 10th start of the season. He's 4th in the league in total saves and clean sheets. Former USL League One champion with North Texas, also in the Players' Shield. He's actually the first player in league history to play for 5 different clubs. North Texas, Tormenta, Chattanooga, Central Valley Fuego, and now AV Alta. And he has manned the net admirably this season, 74% save percentage. Alassane. Ramos. Master Antonio. Cruz taps ahead. Robledo is looking for Cruz again. It's broken up by Schneider, who has been all over the place. One of the better ball winners in the league in the midfield. Plenty of space to work with. Robledo finds Cruz. Cruz rolls it central. Martinez! Oh! What a goal that would have been. A lethal left foot. Nearly had enough bite. The twirl, the hit, it is just a hair wide. The 27th minute goal by Ryan Betcher, the difference in this one. A Union Omaha side not accustomed to being in the bottom portion of the table. In fact, this season the worst start in club history, but a month of June that saw Los Bujos pick up 2 wins. have seen some bright spots for Union Omaha this season. We saw that Open Cup run that ended in the round of 32, including a win against one of the best teams at the USL Championship level in San Antonio. Almesh. Nap on him. Villalobos. Inside the final 5 minutes of this first 45. Alassane. 1-2, Alassane again. Almesh goes at Nap. Almesh leaves it for Villalobos. Couldn't get it through. Marco Milanese stuck his boot in there. And this back line has been sensational in terms of blocking shots. Martinez lifts it for Almesh, who could not settle. Soccer season is here, and SeatGeek is the official ticketing partner of the USL. Get all of your USL tickets and more from the #1 ticketing site, SeatGeek, your ticket to great seats. Both Martinezes are down. Walmer and Cello. Ramos, Robledo, probing, leaves it for Villalobos. Villalobos, Cruz, pops it across, and Nuhu watches it hit the top of the net. Corner kick on the way. What a build by AV Alta. Gallardo got his head on it. Another Lancaster Toyota corner. Corner number 5 for AV Alta, and it comes to the final minutes of this first half. Martinez sends it in. Pato hands it initially, comes out to Cruz. Cruz curls it back, and last off of a leaping Miguel Pajaro. Final minutes of this first half. Union Omaha, the 27th minute goal by Ryan Betcher off of a corner kick. AV Alta dominating possession, 70% possession. Normally it's Union Omaha who dominates teams on the ball. But AV Alta so strong in possession. Either way, the scoreline favors the visitors. Villalobos. Rolls out, courtesy of Alassane. 2 minutes of added time as we wind down to this first half. We thank you all for joining us on ESPN Plus, late night in Lancaster, California. John Gross with you as we wrap up this 3-match day in USL League One. Alta's 8-match unbeaten run in jeopardy. And what a result this would be if Union Omaha can hang on and pick up 3 points. Almesh maneuvers through traffic, advantage played. Walmer Martinez dashes free. It's still Martinez. Martinez rips it. Oh my goodness! Walmer Martinez, what a goal! That is glorious! I don't think you'll see many better than this in USL League One this week. Dodging multiple defenders, finding space, and from outside the area, there's one, there's two, there's a third. Nobody steps up, and he slots it past Nuhu. Brilliant stuff. It's his second of the season. He scored in back-to-back matches. And in the dying seconds of the first half, Walmer Martinez does that. What a turn of events just before halftime. How much more time will we have? Time for one last attack. Evidently, Alaripe has it rolled away by Milanese. And there is the whistle from Joe Sergen. Well, things can change quickly. In the final seconds of this first half, that man did something special as he ties things at 1 through 45 minutes. 1-1 the score between AV Alta and Union Omaha. Los Bujos took the edge of the 27th, courtesy of that man Ryan Betcher, his first goal as a member of Union Omaha. A corner kick goal, but Walmer Martinez tied things late. This 4th of July weekend, and a match that's been exciting so far, and the best news is we have 45 minutes left to play. Halftime on the way here in the Antelope Valley. Stick with us. You're watching USL League One on ESPN Plus on this Saturday night in Lancaster, California.
Life is about making connections, and AVTA is your way to connect with the rest of the Antelope Valley. AVTA connects you to your friends, your family, local services and businesses, healthcare, even where you work. At AVTA, we make your connections possible. Get on board today. AVTA empowers mobility, getting people where they need to be safely, timely, and cost-effectively.
My school schedule was packed. I had no time to practice.
I wanted to chase my dreams without sacrificing my education.
Then I found Learn for Life.
Flexibility means I don't have to choose between practice and school.
I get to chase my dreams and learn at my own pace.
I can learn my way.
I can learn my way.
Learn for Life High School, completely free. Enroll anytime.
Toyota of Lancaster's Buy Local and Save sales event is on. Come down today to save big on hundreds of vehicles in stock. Cars, SUVs, trucks, hybrids, and more. We have new vehicles arriving daily. In the market for a used vehicle, Toyota of Lancaster has a massive selection of used and Toyota certified used to choose from. Fun. Shop online at toyotaoflancaster.com. Toyota of Lancaster. Buy local and save.
Halftime in Lancaster, California. It is 1-1 with Walmer Martinez equalizing just before the halftime whistle. All right, there's a lot going on across USL League One. We're going to look at some of those things. Goal of the week, save of the week, player of the month nominees, and more coming up right here.
The signal right. Leaves it. Crafty bend by Nathan Messer. A lot on it. Out front, still loose. AV Alta tries to clear it away. Ollie Wright regathers. Out front again. Redirected. Top corner. Rustles the twine. A goal apiece. Liani gets it to go.
In by Evans. It sits up! Robles! How is the ball not down the back of the net? Blancas will go for the hat trick! Oh, he's got it! Oh my! Into that 8th spot. Here's Kirkland. He'll have a go. Wow!
Bortnichuk finds Spengler. Ajmir Spengler!
Ollie Wrights. It's rude. It might be ruthless. Ollie Wrights!
This week on USL All Access, is it really possible that an end-of-year meeting in 2019 helped shape and shift the entire championship transfer market? Head coach Ben Pierman of the Charleston Battery joins us to say, yes, we got Jägermeister Cup action for you. Mike and I break down the groups as they approach their final match day in this interleague tournament, and the USL Championship takes the national stage. Multiple games on CBS Sports Network this week. We'll break them down for you.
Wait, come back! Wait, come back, I need more help.
Take a load off it. Take a load for free.
Today we went to the beach, and it was totally worth it. Stay 3 nights this summer at Best Western and get $50 off a future stay.
What makes Crystal Geyser Alpine Spring Water unique? It's our commitment to making our bottles from at least 50% recycled plastic. In fact, Crystal Geyser is the only beverage company in the U.S. to exclusively own and operate 2 plastic recycling facilities. And you can help us make an impact too by always remembering to recycle your bottles. Crystal Geyser Alpine Spring Water. Simple, but not easy.
Success doesn't come easy. It takes grit, hustle, and relentless effort. Every step forward brings you closer to greatness. This is your moment. Elevate your game. El Jimador Spiked Bebidas.
And it's off to the races for Monterey Bay. It's Lawrence. Warren takes the shot. A banger to put Orange County up 3-1.
Are you wondering who belongs at Antelope Valley College? Let me introduce you to some students.
Dreamers.
Career builders.
Transfer students.
Working parents.
Veterans.
Student athletes.
First-generation students.
In short, you belong at AVC.
We're here for you, so visit avc.edu and apply today.
1-1 the score through 45 minutes. AV Alta and Union Omaha in a good one. Late night in Lancaster, California, here on ESPN+. Great night for some soccer. It's been an awesome atmosphere, and the play on the pitch has matched the excitement off of it in Lancaster, California. Both teams getting the board in the first half. As you take a look at some news and notes from around the league, and the league continues to grow. Athletic Club Boise revealed the club's name, branding, and broke the league record for ticket deposits. It's another new club that will be joining. So much hype around that. Going to be an awesome thing to see for years to come. Speaking of AV Alta, Eduardo Blancas, who is not a starter today, recorded the club's first ever hat-trick against Naples in that 4-1 win last week. And then David takes down Goliath. Greenville triumph, a club with an illustrious history in USL League One. Made history with its first ever win over a higher division opponent, 2-0 win over Miami FC in the Jägermeister Cup. So congratulations to Rick Wright and company for picking up that win. And picking up a win for USL League One as well. We've seen teams throughout League One pick up wins against USL Championship sides in Jägermeister Cup play. This goes to show that there's some major talent at the USL League One level. Now we'll look at this week's scoreboard. We start things off on Wednesday. AV Alta picked up the 2-0 win. Greenville a 3-0 win over Westchester. Texoma continues its unbeaten run with a 1-1 draw against league-leading Spokane. And then today, another win for them. 2-0 over Forward Madison. And then in one of the great rivalry USL League One, convincing results in the match week. This one so far shaping up to be more of the former. A very close match so far, 1-1 through 45 minutes. But what jumps out to me here is, again, Texoma continuing its unbeaten run. And Los Pájaros now in 6th place in the league table. You see AV Alta sitting in 3rd with a win, would move into 2nd with a draw, would move into a tie for 2nd with Charlotte Independence, who are off this weekend. Meanwhile, Union Omaha, this is the live table, with a draw, would move into 10th place and creep a little bit closer to that playoff line. But certainly a win is the preference for this team as Dom Casciato and company try to turn things around as we make our way towards the latter portion of the 2025 campaign. But both teams still very much in the mix, and certainly AV Alta in a fantastic spot to be in for any team, especially an expansion club. One of 3 expansion teams in the top 8 of the USL League One standings. We'll touch a little bit more on that in the second half as well, but certainly a historic moment for some of these new teams finding so much success so early in their tenures. Again, 1-1 the score here in Lancaster, California. If this result stands, AV Alta would still be in 3rd. Pardon me, this is the live table, so a win would be required for them to jump into 2nd. And again, Union Omaha would move up 1 spot into 10th place on a tie with Portland Hearts of Pine. We'll have highlights, stats, and the second half for you coming up in a moment. Stick with us on ESPN+.
Insurance companies are not your friend. In fact, their sole job is to make certain you get as little as possible at a time when you need it the most. At the Paris Law Firm, we have a long track record of forcing insurance companies to pay you every penny that you're owed. If you've been hurt in a crash, call us at the Paris Law Firm so we can help you in your time of need.
Tu
ya nos conoces, somos Hacienda Mi Ranchito, un lugar donde la tradición y el sabor se encuentran. Acompáñanos cualquier día de la semana y disfruta de unas deliciosas bebidas, como el Torito, 6 deliciosos shots de tequila, ideal para festejar. Aquí, la comida es el alma del lugar. Tenemos todo lo que se te antoje. Cada platillo está hecho con amor y los mejores ingredientes. Ah, y no se te olvide nuestro food truck. Llevamos la fiesta a donde tú estés. Perfecto para eventos, fiestas y reuniones. Ven a disfrutar una experiencia única en Hacienda Mi Ranchito y Mi Ranchito Mexican Grill. Te esperamos con los brazos abiertos y un plato lleno de sabor.
At Edwards Federal Credit Union, we're proud to be the only financial institution born and raised right here in the Antelope Valley. That means we know what our community needs because we are the community. Whether you're buying a home, starting a business, or planning for your future, we've got you covered with the products and services tailored to your needs. From everyday banking to life's biggest milestones, we're here for you every step of the way. Edwards Federal Credit Union. Everything you need, right here at home.
When it comes to health and harmony, connections matter. At Southwest Healthcare, our growing network links Southern California communities with services that meet their needs. Our 5 acute care facilities, affiliated urgent care centers, outpatient surgery facilities, and primary and specialty physician offices are here for you. From the high desert of Palmdale to Temecula's foothills, let us help you achieve health in harmony. Visit southwesthealthcare.com to learn more.
1-1 the score through 45 minutes. There's a sign for Mabumu Alassane, including a map of his home country of Benin in West Africa. So a young fan supporting number 5, Mabumu Alassane. His team drawing level late in the first 45 minutes of this one. 1-1 is the score at halftime. Let's take a look at the halftime highlights. Early on, it was AV Alta creating chances. Adam Almesh turned away by Rashid Nuhu. We go on to the 10th minute now. Set piece chance for Chelo Martinez. And this seemed to be a breakthrough chance, but Scheider heads it right at Carlos Aviles. 14th minute. Almesh active again. Lets it fly and puts it just wide. Now to the 41st. Villalobos leaves it for Cruz. Cruz denied. With a skipping strike. Nuhu, his second save of the half. Back to 27. This was the breakthrough moment for Union Omaha. Schneider heads it across, and it's Ryan Betcher using his towering 6'3" for a club. It's a fruitful one. Stoppage time. Watch this. Walma Martinez, 1 defender, 2 defenders, 3 defenders. Score. Brilliant stuff. The lefty cutting, continues his journey. And just a clinical finish. Nobody steps up to stop him. And 1-1 the score through 45. Now we'll look at the first half stats. Possession dominant in favor of AV Alta, which is what they've done all season long. And they're doing something with the possession. +6 in shots. At the end of the day, though, the one metric that matters at the top of your screen. 1-1 the scoreline through 45 minutes. Fun atmosphere at the hangar, as they call it, in Lancaster, California. And away we go. 45 minutes left in this USL League One matchup. AV Alta trying to extend its 8-match unbeaten run. Currently the second longest active unbeaten streak. 12 for Spokane Velocity, the current active leaders in terms of unbeaten runs. It's volleyed ahead. Meanwhile, for Union Omaha, a road win would be a major boost for this team, not only just record-wise and in the standings, but just for this team to show itself that, yes, this bunch is legit. The metrics indicate that. The results haven't just yet. We do see a change. Sergio Ors Navarro comes on, as does Lawrence Wooten. Here's Alaribe, leaves it wide. Ors Navarro, 2 goals and an assist this season. This is just the second time he's come on as a substitute. Wooten, his 8th appearance, just his 2nd time as a sub as well. John Gross with you on ESPN Plus. Thrilled to have you along for this one. Wrapping up a 3-match day in USL League One. Can Union Omaha muster that potentially season-changing result? I just get the sense that once this team picks up a win, strings together a couple of results, the tides will turn. They're 2nd in the league in expected goal difference. Greater than +5 in the season in that category. 3rd in XG, 3rd in XG against. Dom Casciato was very frank in our chat earlier this week. He said, we have to be better in both boxes, and that's on me. He took responsibility for it. Lifted ahead, Aviles gets after there. There's Navarro and Aviles colliding. Good to see both of them okay. Thrown the way for the home side. We played on Wednesday. Quick turnaround for this bunch. Having to travel cross country to get back home and play here. Brian Clavin said his team, given that they don't play again for 11 days, they want to head into this break with the result. He told them, hey, you can't have any excuses. There's Robledo, lets it fly. And he wins a corner. Harrison Robledo, first year playing in USL League One. This corner kick brought to you by Toyota Lancaster. This is Robledo's first season playing pro since 2023 when he played for Indy 11 at the USL Championship level. Former NYCFC Academy guy who later played for FC Cincinnati, 2 appearances at the MLS level. Martinez from the corner flag. Martinez, ball headed in! Luca Mastrantonio, against his former club, puts AV Alta in the driver's seat. It's his first of this season. And he nods it past his former teammate. Luca Mastrantonio, his first goal, and it comes against his former club. He won 3 trophies with Union Omaha, but today puts one past his old squad. And AV Alta, a goal in first half stoppage time, a goal in the 50th minute. It's a Snow Orthodontics goal, and it's 2-1 AV Alta. Milanese stumbles. This is promising. Villalobos off of side netting. Had Alaribe central, he kept it himself. A break for the ages for the Owls to not concede there. Milanese lost his footing. Suddenly, Union Omaha finds itself behind. Conceded at the tail end of the first half, which has been an issue for this team. Now 7 of the 21 goals that the Owls have allowed this season have come in the final 15 minutes of the first half. 4 have come in the final 15 minutes of the second half. Where's Betcher? So put that all together, 11 of the 21 goals allowed by the Owls have been conceded in the final 15 minutes of the two halves. Ramos, Wooten all over him, back heel for Ramos, into Green, Ramos hangs it ahead, Nuhu off his line, nods it away, Alaribe had a touch on it, and Milanese recovers. Owusu blasts it clear. Here's Villalobos. Villalobos, the second signing in AV Alta history. The first being Miguel Ibarra, who has played sparingly this year. One of the most accomplished USL League One players. Significant MLS experience. 3 US men's national team caps, but he's had a limited role this season. Almesh switches wide. Cruz uses his wheels to get there. Almesh. Cruz. Contact. Wooten brings it in. And Nuhu clears. Given away. Wooten picks up with Owusu. Wooten, the halftime substitute, first-year Union Omaha player, a product of the Stoke City and Cardiff City academies. Whereas Navarro gives chase, and Mastrantonio gets there first. Alassane not on the same page with the most recent goal scorer for AV Alta, Luca Mastrantonio. Ostrom sends it in towards Betcher, or as Navarro brings it down, blocked by Mastrantonio. Martinez. There's Cruz. Alassane has it taken off of him. Wooten weaving. And sends it out for a throw. Can't watch the match? Turn on Sirius XM FC 157, North America's only 24/7 source for engaging soccer talk, including USL All Access on Tuesday nights. Plus, your live matches from the USL, MLS, Premier League, and more, all on Sirius XM FC 157 and the new Sirius XM FC app. Here's Knapp. Wooten. Schneider angles it wide. Mr. Antonio lays it away clear. The defending champions work to do. Down by a goal. Union Omaha, the only USL League One team to win multiple league championships, though entering the month of July for the first time ever, 0 former champions above the playoff line entering this month. Meanwhile, 3 of the 5 expansion teams above the playoff line. That's the most ever. Alassane, well played defensively by the native of Benin. And Aumesh goes down. That last note that I mentioned about the lack of championship winning teams above the playoff line entering this month, and 3 of the 5 expansion teams above the playoff line, just shows the parity in this league. It's impressive. On any given night, anybody could beat anybody, anybody can lose to anybody. And it also shows the resources, the know-how, the wherewithal of these first-year clubs, able to come in and be so productive, like in AV Alta. And even last year, Spokane Velocity getting all the way to the final in year 1, now in year 2, comfortably atop the table. Ramos. Knapp lifts it away. At the hour mark, both teams getting ready to make changes. Jerry Desdune and Eduardo Blancas, 2 standout attacking pieces for AV Alta getting ready to enter. Prosper Kasim getting ready to enter for the visitors. Here is Martinez. Plays through the contact. Aumesh sidestepping his way through. Take it off of it. Distance hit. Oh! Forced Nuhu to act upon it, but it is a goal kick. And that will allow the changes to happen. Jerry Desdune, we highlighted him in the open. 2 goals and 3 assists over his 2 league matches. He heads on. He's 4th in the league in chances created. Also entering is Eduardo Blancas, who is tied for 2nd in the league in goals this season. And for Union Omaha, Prosper Kasim enters. The Ghanaian who is making his 8th appearance of the season. There is the aforementioned Desdune. An amazing story. He's playing professional soccer for the first time since 2022. He was noticed by this coaching staff while playing Sunday League soccer in California. Since 2022, he has been playing in a bunch of semi-pro leagues on a bunch of semi-pro teams, now gets the opportunity. And Brian Claben feels that this is the type of guy who can move through the levels, really climb the soccer pyramid in the U.S. And he has shown that with his productivity this season. Meanwhile, Kasim, who just entered for Union Omaha, about as experienced of a veteran as you'll find in this league. He became a pro all the way back in 2013 with Ghanaian side International Allies, as it's lifted in towards Betcher. Mastrantonio clears it away. And a throw coming for the visitors. Lifted in. Pajaro heads it clear. Schneider. Knapp. Taps on. Stays with the Owls. Brandon Knapp launches it in. Tap down towards Kasim. Comes out to Martinez off the half volley. Jella Martinez has one goal this season, though he's no stranger from scoring from distance. Against forward Madison, scored a half-field goal. Desdune draws the whistle. Mastrantonio quickly back into action. Schneider through three defenders. It's still Schneider, or Navarro couldn't get there. Almesh. AV Alta's ability to stay in possession is so impressive. Everybody has handles, even Aviles. Pajaro. Brought in by Cruz. Desdune leaves it ahead. It's one back by the Owls. Crunching challenge. And a free kick awarded. That is an easy call for Joe Sergen. And his quality of that, as that spell of possession was in terms of just staying on it, Union Omaha gets what it wanted from that press, winning the ball back in the attacking half, and now wins a free kick. And Adam Almesh is down. And Almesh will be subbed out. The Parisian facing his former club today. Made his first start of the season. And he will be replaced Javier Mariona will replace him. 9th appearance of the season for Mariona. Playing out his first pro contract, the native of Los Altos, California. Substitutions brought to you by Waste Management. Mariona, who plays for the Philippines national team, also played for the El Salvador Youth national team. His mom, a former Filipino tennis player. Dad from El Salvador, grandfather, legend of the Salvador national team. Also heading on is Aaron Huerta, just his second appearance of the season, the 17-year-old out of the AV Alta Academy. That is sent on frame and saved by Aviles. What a hit and what a stop. And Aviles is down. Absolutely blasted. And Carlos Aviles needs some assistance. Aviles being tended to after that full extension stop. Brian Klebes is the inaugural head coach for AV Alta. With some very impressive coaching experience at the academy level, previously with the now defunct Chivas USA, LA Galaxy, LAFC academies. He also interned back in the day with Argentina and Barcelona, Argentinian national team, I should clarify. Dom Casciano, third year in charge of Union Omaha. What a job he's done with his club, the two-time coach of the year. And actually, it was this part of the country, Southern California, that helped inspire him to want to come to the U.S. to play and then later coach. The '94 World Cup. Italy made it to the final. His dad's Italian. Italy played in the final at the Rose Bowl, about an hour away from here. That corner kick brought to you by Toyota Lancaster. The ball was out, it will be a throw. But Dom Casciano said just watching the '94 World Cup and seeing the United States, how unique they were. They weren't just about the soccer. The guys had personalities, people in bands, unique hairstyles. There was something about that. Then, of course, the team he was rooting for in Italy, making it all the way to the final, losing in a shootout against Brazil in the Rose Bowl, about an hour away from here. Robledo leaves it off. It's Huerta who sends it into the 611 supporter group. Pardon me, 661. Final 20 minutes of this one. Schneider links up with Knapp. Knapp hangs one across. Heads out for a throw. eFootball is here. Live your dream, rep your team, and play as your favorite USL Championship club. eFootball is free to play. Download now. Union Omaha struck first back at the 27th minute, a goal by Ryan Betcher. AV Alta has scored twice since then. A first half stoppage time finish by Walmer Martinez. And then the go-ahead goal in the 50th by Luca Mastrantonio. Chelo Martinez has space, heaves it ahead, comes out towards Kasim. He goes down. Schneider cycles it around. Knapp now. Schneider. Wooten. We have not seen, pardon me, just 7 shots in this entire second half, so haven't seen many chances. Wooten company look to change that. Kasim brings it in, leaves it out. Ostrom hits it and sends it about 7 rows deep. Joe Serkin whistling AV Alta to get things going. Mr. Antonio forced to play it back. Martinez picks it up. Here goes Chelo Martinez. Tapped ahead for Ors Navarro. Schneider able to keep it in play. Prosper Kasim lets it fly and rips it off frame. The USL Championship and League One are on CBS Sports and ESPN platforms all season long. Catch live matches and expert analysis every day on the CBS Sports Golazo Network and ESPN+. Go to USLChampionship.com or USLLeague1.com for the complete USL TV listings. Schneider puts it back into play. Nearing the final 15 minutes of this match. Ostrom wins a throw. Ostrom will toss this in. He does have a long toss in his arsenal. He shows it off here. Unconvincing clearance. Knapp lifts it in, headed by Master Antonio. Huerta got his dome on it. Schneider brings it in. Pinballs around and out for an AV Alta throw. And here comes a change for the home side. Osvaldo Ley, the Panama Youth International, will head on for Harrison Robledo. Substitution brought to you by Waste Management. Free kick on the way for the home side. And it's Blancas who is down in pain. Let's get one more look at this. Blancos and Schneider got tied up. Blancos, who came out of the second half as a substitute. Said his name very often, and it actually is a yellow card against Schneider. Harris law firm, yellow card against the native of Cologne, Germany. Mariona. First time in a while that AV Alta's had it in the attacking third. Steven Ramos. Ramos and Wooten battle for it. Ramos stays with it. First touch of the night for Osvaldo Ley. Ley taps ahead. Good tackle to win it back. Wooten couldn't clear initially, but it is rolled away. There's Navarro, centering feed, but first a whistle. And it is Chelo Martinez who was taken down, wins the free kick. Schneider. Kasim. Broken up by Master Antonio. The Owls have a leveler in store. Time to get there. Rolled ahead for Kasim, and Aviles cuts it off. Confident from the veteran keeper. Knapp will throw this in, the first-year pro. Knapp sends it across, and Aviles meets it. Quickly disposes of it. Cruz. Desdune taken off of it, wins a throw. The tides have turned in the second half in the possession battle. It's 50-50 in half number 2 thus far, after 70-30 in favor of the home side of the first half. Possession rarely tells the full story. It's about what you do with it. Here is Betcher. Kasim was looking for Ostrom, couldn't connect with him. Tapped ahead for Desdune. Jerry Desdune, who has scored in back-to-back matches, leaves it for Sebastian Cruz. And Cruz wisely wins it back. Corner on the way. Corner kick brought to you by Toyota Lancaster. Jerry Desdune will send this in. He's 4th in the league in chances created. Offside flag is raised. That pass came a bit early from Javier Mariona before Desdune was able to get in an onside position. Final 10 minutes of this one. As it stands, AV Alta en route to extending its unbeaten streak to 9 matches. Still time for a comeback for Los Bujos. Desdune whistled. And a change for the visitors. It is Mark Bronick who comes on. He replaces Ryan Betcher. And it was a memorable night for Ryan Betcher. Not only his first league start for Union Omaha, but his first goal for the club as well. That was a goal and an assist in his 2 league appearances. Ostrom tried the back heel for Martinez. Those two could not link up. Schneider. Martinez finds Ostrom, plays it in. Ball stays in the area and now launched away by Ramos. Chelo Martinez. If there is a guy who can create something, Martinez certainly fits the mold for the visitors. Here comes a surging Wooten. Pajaro breaks things up, but Wooten does win the free kick. Draws the ire of the home faithful. Free kick coming. Chelo Martinez will put this back into play. Martinez skies it and lifted off target. He found Schneider, but Schneider could not convert. Pajaro. Alassane lifts it ahead. Volleyed on towards Desdune. And a handball. AV Alta just minutes away from extending this unbeaten run to 9 matches and jumping to the second place in the league table. What an impressive feat that would be. It would do so against the reigning champions. First of 2 matches this year between these sides. They'll play again on August 23rd. Martinez floats one for Ostrom. Ostrom draws the deflection. He will throw this in. Final 5 minutes before stoppage time. Ostrom couldn't link up. Kasim brings it in. Kasim rolls it central. Cut away by Master Antonio. Corner kick on the way, brought to you by Toyota Lancaster. Max Schneider will send this in. Union Omaha, 1 corner kick goal already today. It was scored by Ryan Betcher, who is now off the pitch. Ball in from Schneider. Big curve. Sent away and cleared. Brian Klaben barking out instructions for his squad. His team hanging on for dear life. The rest of the match will likely go this way as well, with Union Omaha maintaining possession in and around the attacking third and just searching for something, an opportunity, a chance to find Twine. Knapp heaves it in. Headed to the edge of the area. Martinez brings it down. Owusu. Milanese ahead for Wooten, and he's offside. Final few minutes of this one. AV Alta minutes away from adding to this unbeaten run, picking up another home result, which the Hangar has been a fortress this season. 4-1-3 at home this year for AV Alta. Meanwhile, Union Omaha, very accustomed to playing in the road this season. Ors Navarro leads it off for Kasim. Oh, what a ball this is! It's Knapp! Knapp rolls it central! Oh, Ors Navarro had an open net and he missed it. It was a brilliant build. Everything was there, but the finish. What a ball from Kasim. Knapp left it across. Ors Navarro, prime opportunity. And that is now 2 chances on the doorstep for Union Omaha. You go back to the first half. Max Schneider had a header where he was one-on-one with Carlos Aviles and sent it right at Aviles. And that chance from Ors Navarro, you convert one of those, and this is a very different story. You convert 2, and you're moments away from a win. Instead, it's a takeaway as Desdoun races ahead. Jerry Desdoun into the area. Desdoun dances, leaves it back. That strike deflected. Here comes Ors Navarro. Back and forth we go. Nearing stoppage time. Ostrom. Schneider. Kasim. Final ticks of the 90. AV Alta wins it back. Four minutes of added time. And it's given away. Bronick leaves it off. Knapp has space. Bronick again. Serves one in. Ors Navarro was tugged. No whistle. And it is over the byline for a goal kick. Aviles in no rush to put this back into play. Owusu finds Kasim inside outs it and sends it too heavy. Can connect with Bronick. Well, AV Alta on the doorstep of a win over the reigning champs and extending this unbeaten run to 9 matches. A club that was born on October 4th, 2023. That's when a USL team was awarded to Lancaster, California. Down goes Blancas. Blancas clipped down by Max Schneider. Schneider does have to be careful. He's sitting on a yellow. Oh my, the nutmeg from Ariona, who stumbles. It's a clean tackle. Los Burros short on time. Martinez loops one, and it's volleyed away by Cruz. Navy Alta will play again on July 16th. Union Omaha travels to Charlotte Independence next Saturday. Osvaldo Ley will restart the action. This possibly the last chance for the visitors. Owusu. Knapp. Numbers surge ahead. Bronick leaves it forward. Wooten plays it across. Headed out of there, pop back into the area. Final seconds of this one. Bronick, his feet cut away. Bronick loops it in, headed away by Pajaro, and cleared. 9 in a row without a loss for AV Alta. And tonight, it's 3 points against the reigning champions. Two on the final. And AV Alta, in its inaugural season, a 9-game unbeaten streak, the second longest in USL League One this season, now in second place of the league standings. What a year it has been, as Aviles basks in the glory of the results. 2 on the final score. And AV Alta picks up the win over the reigning champions of Union Omaha. It was a fun one tonight in Lancaster, California. We'll put a bow on things in a moment. Stick with us. AV Alta 2, Union Omaha 1. You're watching USL League One on ESPN+.
Life is about making connections, and AVTA is your way to connect with the rest of the Antelope Valley. AVTA connects you to your friends, your family, local services and businesses, healthcare, even where you work. At AVTA, we make your connections possible. Get on board today. AVTA empowers mobility, getting people where they need to be safely, timely, and cost-effectively.
Toyota of Lancaster's Buy Local and Save sales event is on. Come down today to save big on hundreds of vehicles in stock. Cars, SUVs, trucks, hybrids, and more. We have new vehicles arriving daily. In the market for a used vehicle? Toyota of Lancaster has a massive selection of used and Toyota certified used vehicles to choose from. Drive with confidence in the vehicle you deserve. Bad credit? No problem. Toyota of Lancaster will make your vehicle purchase safe, simple, and fun. Shop online at toyotaoflancaster.com. Toyota of Lancaster. Buy local and save.
Are you wondering who belongs at Antelope Valley College? Let me introduce you to some students.
Dreamers.
Career builders.
Transfer students.
Working parents.
Veterans.
Student athletes.
First-generation students.
In short, you belong at AVC.
We're here for you, so visit avc.edu and apply today.
Jubilation in the Antelope Valley. 2-1 the final. And AV Alta unbeaten in 9 consecutive matches. The expansion club 5-0-4 over its last 9. And now all alone in second place of the USL League One standings. 2-1 the final. Let's roll the tape on the match. That was the first of 2 meetings this season between AV Alta and Union Omaha. This was back in the 27th, and it was a goal for Ryan Betcher, his first goal with the Owls and his first start with the Owls. The man on loan from MLS Next Pro side, St. Louis City 2, nods at home, and it was 1-0. But in the dying embers of the first half, Walmer Martinez dodges 3 would-be defenders and tucks it past Nuhu. A glorious goal. Look at this again. I think that has to be a contender for goal of the week. That made it 1-1 at the half. We go to the 50th minute. Early moments of half number 2. Off a corner kick against his former club, Luca Mastrantonio heads home what eventually was the game winner. And that's the final, 2-1. Now we'll look at our full-time statistics. Possession battle evened out a bit. That was something we've been watching throughout this matchup. Shots on target were dead even. AV Alta +4 in shots. Corner kicks, both teams had chances. Both teams scored off of corners. That's been a strong suit for the Owls all season long. But the number that matters, top of your screen. AV Alta 2, Union Omaha 1. That's the final score. AV Alta welcome the reigning champions and earns 3 points against the reigning champions. 2-1 the final. Brian Claben and company, 9 in a row without a loss. Second longest streak in the league this season. Now in second place at the table. Union Omaha, still work to do. Big thanks to all of you for joining us, for our entire fantastic crew. I'm John Gross saying so long. This has been USL League One on ESPN+.
This copyrighted telecast of the United Soccer League cannot be retransmitted, rebroadcast, or reproduced without the express written consent of the United Soccer League.